Hi guys, I've got another great home tour for you today. Today I'm in Cadence here at Modena 1 by Century Communities. This community is great, some great floor plans. There's the 1675, which is the smaller floor plan. That one isn't modeled, but I can get you eyes on that if you wanted. Then there's the 2001, which is the model I'm going to shoot for you now. And then there's the 2114, which is also up on my channel for you to take a look at. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments below. It can be up to 4 bedrooms, great loft area, and obviously 2001 square feet. And we're gonna start right now. Okay guys, so as I said, we are in Cadence for this home tour. This is Modena 1 by Century. I love this courtyard entryway. Obviously it would be, as it says here, it says it is optional, but it is a nice little entryway. Definitely adds a little something to it. And then, as I mentioned already, they are a spec builder, so you don't get to choose the options, they choose them for you. You can see what those options are, but they will necessarily choose them for you. And then normally you get them at a better price as opposed to you picking them, and they normally choose options that are quite popular. So when you walk in this one, you've got the stairs right there in front of you. And then we come round. There is a half bathroom there as well. I'm not gonna show you that at the moment because it is working. And then that's the garage, but that's going to be where the sales office is at the moment. It's a 2-car garage. If we flip back around, you can sort of see the size of the great room. So this is where we came in, and then you have your stairs, and then the rest of your great room area. This will be the kitchen. You got a really nice size island, very functional island. Really, in this way this one's done, you got a really big sink, and then you have your dishwasher down there as well. On the island it does have the lip, so you can fit quite a few seats. They've got 4 quite big seats on there at the moment, and you can see there's obviously going to be sockets on there as well. There is somewhat of a pantry. There's a fairly good sized pantry for the size of the home. And then you have your gas burner, 4 gas burner there. You got your microwave and then your oven as well. You can sort of see the color schemes that they've gone for here. They do have other color schemes, but you won't get to pick those necessarily, but they will show you those ahead of time. Let's just see if it is soft close. Not really soft close, but yeah, definitely not, but that could be something that's easily done. Overall though, it is a fairly good sized kitchen. It is a nice open space as well. Let me know what you think about the stairs though. The stairs coming down right into the kitchen, is that a feature that you would necessarily like or dislike? So if you're standing here washing dishes, then that would be your view. For some people that's a good thing, for some people that might not be a good thing. So let me know what you think about that one. Off the kitchen over this side is where you would have, they've got it set up for where you'd have your dining table. You could probably put a nice light fixture up there as well. I've seen in other Century homes, they've run more cabinets and counters down this side as well. So maybe some of them could have that as an option. And then when we come back around this side, you can see this is where the main living area is. Plenty of space here. Certainly for, you know, if you're a young couple or a young family maybe, not too many of you at home, but you maybe like to entertain from home, then there's a lot of good space here as well. And lots of, it's always a theme with Century homes, there's always lots of windows, so lots of natural light coming in as well. You can see that today, as we're shooting in June, is quite a nice day. The back doors are locked, but I'll just give you a little idea. They tend to come with pavers on the patio, not always a covered patio, so you can sort of see what they've gone with on this one, and then that's sort of an idea of what you could do with the backyard. This one is probably a little bit bigger, I'd say, than your average backyard, but depending on where you are in the community, if you're on a corner lot, sometimes you get a bigger one, or if you're around by a cul-de-sac, maybe you'll get an oversized lot as well. So there are sometimes bigger lots available, and you know, that's why it's always important to reach out on the details below, because if there is something important to you, I've got a really good relationship with the people here, and I can get a little heads up of what's going to be released and when it's going to be released if the one that you're looking for isn't released. You have some understair storage here where maybe Harry Potter can come and stay when he's not at Hogwarts. Certainly a decent size. Let's go and take a look upstairs. How are you feeling about the downstairs one of this one though, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Just as a little word of precaution, if you are working with a realtor, then make sure they come with you on your first visit to the builders, and then that way they can fully represent you. Sometimes, most of the time, when you don't bring your realtor, then the builder is just not going to add them to the transaction and they won't be able to represent you. If you are looking for a realtor to represent you, then I would definitely love the opportunity to work with you, and I'll definitely make sure everything you're looking for is represented and your interests are represented. But the main point of this message is whoever your realtor is, hopefully me, but whoever it is, just please bring them on that first visit. Here's the loft area. So we just came up the stairs, and then you can see it's a good sized loft area. Plenty of space for chairs, for office space, for sometimes I've seen home gyms in the loft area. So it's a good sized loft area. We're going to go and save the primary for last. So there's a bedroom here. I'll give you an idea of the size of this one. Again, good sized window, bringing in a little bit of light. It's got a double slider on the closet. Let's just try and give you a view from this corner so you can see the size. I'd say it's probably around 10 by 10, which is sort of average for your secondary rooms. A lot of the times they will naturally go for carpet upstairs. They'll just choose a different color maybe. You have a full size bathroom here with the shower and with the bathtub, sorry, and then the shower obviously there. It's got a twin vanity, same flooring as downstairs. Then you have another 2 bedrooms over this side, so you have this one. Feels a little bit, I think because of this space here, goes a little bit back, feels a little bit bigger than the previous bedroom we were in, but it's not by much. Still a good size. Again, big window, lots of light, which is good from a lighting perspective, but you want to maybe have some good blinds on there or some good shutters to just keep out the heat when it's the summertime. Fairly good size though. Still relatively high ceilings, not as high as some of the homes that we've seen, but still relatively high ceilings. And then that's the next room here as well. You can see they've gone for a hockey Vegas Golden Knights sort of theme here as well. Again, this one has the double slider closet as well, same as next door. Your big window over there. And let's just come back over to this corner. This one probably feels the biggest out of all of the secondary rooms. I'd say maybe 11 by 11, 11 by 10 maybe. I think it's just a little bit elongated going this way. But yeah, that gives you a good perspective of this one. And then we'll go back over the other side of the loft. Let me know what you think about the idea of a spec building where you don't necessarily choose the options. Is that something that you would be willing to do if you actually obviously save a bit more money on it as well? Here's your laundry room. So you have obviously space for your washer and dryer, plenty of cabinets up there, some counter space and cabinets here. Just remember, most of the time your dryer is going to be connected to gas, and so just when you're purchasing a dryer, just ensure it is able to be hooked up to gas. And then just give you another look at that loft area from the door of the primary. It's definitely a good size. You could put maybe a desk here or something like that as well. I mean, I'm just spitballing ideas, guys, but I like the idea of the loft being an entertainment area. Our kids take over the loft in our house and they have full control of it. So it is somewhat of an entertainment area in our home as well. And then into the primary. And this is a good size. All of the rooms seem quite good in terms of proportion. In terms of the height of the ceilings, I'm gonna say probably about 8 foot. I'm not the tallest, so it does feel quite tall to me. I'm only 5'6", but I'd say it's about 8 foot. And then this is definitely a good size primary bedroom. Nothing fancy on the wall behind. You've got a nice window there, and then a nice window here as well. Let's just give you a view from this side. And there we go. You can see even with a big bed and decent sized furniture, still plenty of space. Let's go take a look in the primary bathroom. I'd probably like, I don't know, maybe a barn door on here, or somewhat of a barn door would definitely be nice on here, just to just to finish it off nicely. Into the bathroom, you've got your private toilet, and you've got your twin vanity here. This one has a walk-in shower, and then a nice little window above. You can see the door is one of those, so I think it's got like a little, almost like a magnetic close, sort of pulls it through. You've got a little bench in there as well to sit on, and then onto your primary closet. Plenty of space for all your belongings, which you could probably put some built-in closet cabinets in there as well. Good space for the size, and that would be it, guys. So now I'm going to go downstairs and we're going to talk about all of the cool stuff, including the pricing, HOA, SIDS and LIDs, and then some things to know about Cadence and the amenities and the location and all that good stuff. So stay with me and I'll see you downstairs. Hi guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that tour. If you're wondering about pricings of the home, as I said, with Century Homes, they're sort of a spec builder, so you might see a from price, but you never get really an option to choose any of the upgrades, so you almost will get a price quoted for you for what they have available. So if we're looking at this model right now, the 2001 model, they do have one available, lot 48, and that's currently priced at $493,990, so just under $494,000. That's for 4 bedrooms. Obviously it's got a loft, 2.5 bathrooms, it's got a 2-car garage, and then it'll have some other options, upgrades and colour schemes that are already been chosen out. So if that is something you're interested in, I could definitely get more information for you. And it's a very simple buying process. So again, I'd say reach out to me down on the contact details below, and then we can have that conversation. At the time of filming as well, if you were to finance the home using the Century preferred lender, then you're going to get up to 6% of the purchase price back as well to use towards closing costs or buying your rate down, and that's quite high. There's not a lot of builders that are even competing with that at the moment, so 6% is a good healthy amount. And then obviously a rough price is going to be around 494,000. As it goes through, there might be other lots available of this floor plan, but that's what they have right now. Best always to reach out whenever you're ready and however you're comfortable, and then we can always see what's available and what's going to work for your time frame as well, because most of the time their time from when they release the lot to build is probably only about 4 months. So normally they go quite quickly, so that's why it's always important to have those conversations, and we can work with what you're comfortable with in terms of time, and also see how your budget works out as well. One of the other costs to know about when you're purchasing a home here is going to be HOA. Cadence is a HOA master plan community, so it is going to be subject to HOA assessments. Not here to say what's right or wrong about a HOA. I know there's always a lot of conversation in my comments about HOAs. Just know that the HOA cost here is going to be $55 a month, and that's going to be billed quarterly. But $55 a month, and what you're going to get for that is they've got some really great amenities. So the upkeep of all of those amenities. Obviously, it's a HOA community, so there's certain laws and bylaws that you probably have to, regulations that you have to abide by as well, which is there to protect the overall values of the home. I haven't heard anything negative about the HOA in Cadence, so that for me is a good thing. I know some people might have isolated instances where they've had issues with different HOAs. Overall, I haven't heard anything bad about HOA, and there's quite a lot of more investment going on in the area in terms of more amenities coming as well, which we're going to touch on a little bit later when we cover the amenities. But I mean, $55 a month, that's not bad when you consider the average HOA cost is around $200 in the Las Vegas and Henderson area. So $55 a month, that'll cover your HOA. One of the other costs to normally know about when you're buying a new construction home is SIDS and LIDs. SIDS and LIDs is just normally, in a nutshell, just to repay the city back for their investment in the community. It sort of pays for the likes of the streets, the sewage, the sidewalks, all of that good stuff. Just really paying back the city for that. That's how the builders get around it. Normally you'd have a payment that you pay twice a year, and then there's a payoff balance. But in Cadence, you don't have any SIDS or LIDs to worry about. There's none there. If you are looking at new construction though, it's definitely something you might have to pay in different communities. So definitely pay attention to that. And also, if you're buying a resale in one of those communities, there might still be an outstanding balance as well. So you might still have to pick up the tab on that, and again, just pay it twice a year. But we can always have those conversations with you when you reach out and let you know all of the information at hand. And then finally, about Cadence. Cadence is obviously in a really good location in Henderson, really accessible for the likes of the freeway, so getting around the rest of the city is very easy. To get to, because of the way our freeway system is, to get to the airport or to the strip from Cadence is only going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. You're probably about 10 minutes away from Galleria Mall, which has a whole host of stores and restaurants around it, largest indoor mall in Southern Nevada. Same sort of time to get to everything around Sunset and Stephanie in terms of the shopping and dining options on Sunset and Stephanie. Maybe about 15 minutes to get to Green Valley and the district at Green Valley, which again isn't really that far, and the district is a great outdoor shopping and dining area similar to downtown Summerlin, but obviously at much smaller scale. And then there is a big Smith's Marketplace, which is probably where you'll mostly go for your groceries, although there's other grocery options within Henderson that are not going to be too far away for you. So all in all, the location is pretty good. In terms of amenities, the main star of the attraction and the hub of the community is Cadence Central Park. It's a 50-acre park split in two. Water Street goes through the middle, so on the top half by the It Starts Here sign. Then you have a kids playground, a kids splash pad. There's a lake to walk around, which actually does have fishing. I was there one time and I could see a whole school of orange fish, so it definitely has fish in there. And then obviously lots of green space to enjoy as well. And then on the second side, you still have lots of green space, but you also have the pickleball courts. You have another sort of kids climbing playground area, and then you have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and like an outdoor gym with 7 different workouts that is meant to give you a whole body workout in 7 minutes. And also they have lots of the community events that go on in that park, so there's always different events going on. You can check it online on the calendar on the Cadence website, and also if you do move here, you'll get it in your HOA They send you a monthly newsletter, and it'll all be on there as well. And in general, actually, I think most people I come across in Cadence always seem quite friendly. So that's always a good sign for me. They always seem quite happy, quite, always stop to say hello, which is one thing I like to see in a community. Some of the schools in Cadence, the public schools, are probably not so great, so I'm not going to really touch on those, but you can check those out on greatschools.org. There are some really good charter schools though, and they're obviously publicly funded, so they're tuition free. It is a lottery to enter them, but there's a Pinecrest in Cadence, and then there's a Coral Academy in Cadence. Those two rank very highly, so if you can get into one of those two, if you are going to be moving with kids, it's going to be great. There's also Legacy Traditional School, which again is a good charter school. Doesn't rank as highly as Pinecrest and Coral, if I'm being completely honest, but on the upshot of that, I believe if you are living in Cadence and have a Cadence address, then you get into that school automatically. You don't need to worry about the lottery. So if schooling is important for you, then that's definitely some things to take note of. And as I said, the public schools are definitely not as good as some of the other public schools, but you can check that out on greatschools.org. And if you want more information, then just reach out to me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this tour. If you have any more questions on this home or any of the other homes that are featured on my channel, then definitely reach out. On my details, they're all below, and I'd love to help you. And also reach out however you're comfortable, whenever you're ready, if you are thinking about moving to the Las Vegas or Henderson area. And I'd love to take care of you. I'd love to make sure you're represented. I treat all my clients like friends, so if I seem like the type of realtor you would love to work with, then I would love to work with you as well. But if not, if you're working with a different realtor, just remember to bring them with you to that first appointment with the builder, just so that they can be there and represent you, make sure, most importantly, that your interests are looked after. If you've enjoyed this video, then some other videos are going to pop up around the middle of the screen. You can just click on them and continue watching more, and I'm going to pop some Cadence videos down below in the link below. But until next time, thank you for watching, and you take care.